Hello everyone and welcome to yet another edition of Verse Day. Now, first of all, apologies for last week. I was supposed to do a Formula Friday, but I've been sick the entire time since then. And yeah, instead I will be doing a Formula Friday tomorrow, so that will kind of be the one that I was supposed to have done last week. So sorry again for that. I hope you all are well. Things have been very much up in the air for me because I had quite a busy week. It's not the best time for me to be sick, but yeah, getting on top of it all. So without further ado, let's do a news and a Verse Day. Let's go. So the news this week is about Scott Kelly and Mikhail Konyeko. I'm sorry if I've kind of butchered that pronunciation, but they are back on Earth after a trip to the ISS, which was for 340 days. Now, the article that I'll link below says a year in space, but you know, it's always more effective to say a year in space than 340 days. So you can read their account down below and see how they fared with it mentally and physically, and how the human body adapts, or you know, tries to struggle to adapt to events and environments outside of our kind of earthly surrounds. It's really interesting to see, especially about the psychological effects that you can have as well by being in isolation and being so far away from everything you kind of grew to know, really. And there'll also be other facts and figures about what the longest space flight was, which I think was Valery Polyanov in the 90s. So you can read all about that down below. And without further ado, I will get into the poem. So here's the poem. A birthday in earthly adolescence. Our resilience to adaptation to the rule books are appended, appendages carving out new meanings in their movement, bandages of our muscles struggling to stay in enrollment engagement as the fibres wear down, no longer wound to the drumbeat of gravity, stirring us into submission, interference of the inner and outer ear, conflicts between earthly tugs of hours and years, scrambling codes of our biggest fears, steering ourselves out, tumbling from the room of our orbit, tumbling into the worlds we never knew could have existed, the biggest risk of questioning what we used to call humanity, our outline struggling to wrap around new confines, physically and mentally. So I hope you enjoyed that little poem. If you like what you heard, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate any feedback you may have. And if you'd like to subscribe, I do poetry on Science News every Thursday called Verse Day, and you can click here if you'd like to hear more updates and so on in the subscription action. Well, what would happen once you subscribe? You can get updates of what videos I put out and so on. So I hope you all are well, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I will see you very soon. So, signing off, and bye!